So what an exciting day it is. We have the Hollywood stuff dropping. We got Orlando finally with that last Scare Zone announcement. It's a lot to discuss, so let's talk all about it. At this point, Orlando had to make the announcement that we finally have entered the Blumhouse. We finally now know what is in this zone, and I'm a little worried. Run a terrifying gauntlet of Blumhouse characters from the Grabber to Megan dancing in your nightmares. This is a new kind of horror. Now, the image that they put with it has the Grabber, we see Megan, we see a character from Freaky, and we see Happy Death Day, which these are kind of the more well-known characters. But if you do follow HHN Speculation Matt on Twitter, he has been doing like daily updates in the zone. There was a peculiar blue flower that was in this zone. Now that blue flower, if you don't know, that is a representation of the Purge. You're supposed to put that out to represent that you support the Purge, thus meaning that we will see a Purge character in here. Now, it's not mentioned in the description of the zone, so no word on if we're going to have any other characters like Sinister, maybe Insidious characters, maybe Michael Myers would have been a cool one to throw up there. We'll have to wait and see. As far as how the zone looks is awesome. I think the zone is beautiful. This release kind of leaves a lot to be desired for this. Megan is kind of tricky because when we saw the characters dancing around, they look like Megan, but they kind of weren't Megan. So it's going to be interesting to see how that translates into the zone. Is she just going to be dancing on a stage? Is she going to be roaming around trying to kill us? We'll have to wait and see on that. But also talking about Blumhouse, we're going to have to switch over to Hollywood.
Okay, well then you go first this time.
Why?
Are you too scared?
No, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Hello? Hello?
Now, Hollywood as well announced that they have the Tram enter the Blumhouse. It's pretty much the same thing. You're going to be, Megan, the Grabber. We have Freaky, Happy Death Day. All those same characters I mentioned before are going to be in the Tram experience. But there's something kind of interesting here, and we haven't really seen any confirmation or word anywhere else. Thrill Geek has put out their information that the Jupiter's Claim section with the Us characters typically is normally the Us characters walking around. They're stating that this section is only for the RIP experience people, that it's like exclusive photo ops, and you're going to be the one to walk through there. Not sure what exclusive photo ops they're going to have or what characters or what. But this leaves me really worried because the Tram, it's a long experience, and walking through Jupiter Claim is really cool, and it makes that experience even better. But taking that whole section out leads me to think, is this going to be a shorter experience? Are we getting kind of cheap here with the Tram, like taking the whole section out just for the RIP? And I know they done this in the past of building separate pathways and exclusive like extra haunts, but taking out a whole section just for the RIP tour, not something I'm excited for. I think this is a really bad move, but we'll have to see how the Tram works out when we are there, walking through it and bringing you along with it. But Hollywood, You also announced your last house, which I am super excited for. I mean, probably the most excited besides this and maybe Texas Chainsaw Massacre over in Hollywood. But we finally have The Weeknd returning to Halloween Horror Nights. I'm sorry for all the folks who are watching in Orlando. Sorry. But we have the Weeknd Nightmare Trilogy, which is going to go from, we have After Hours, we have Dawn FM, and A New Tale. And if you haven't been following, the Weeknd is going to be releasing his third chapter into this trilogy, and this is kind of the end for the Weeknd character, so it's only fitting that this is going to be sort of the, you know, the grand finale of this. So it's going to be interesting, especially some of the visuals that they have been promoting with the Weeknd for this new album that's coming. Really creepy, visually awesome looking stuff. So hopefully we get some of that into this house as well. And for those who are wondering the location, this is going into stage 15, which is where Stranger Things was last year. So that lower lot is going to be crazy as usual. So make sure you get the early access ticket, get down there, hit those houses first. This definitely pumps it up even more. I am really stoked to be going to the Weeknd Nightmare Trilogy house. Thank you, John Murdy, and thank you to the Weeknd for bringing this back one more time. So I'm not sure if the Megans are going to be dancing at either park. We still have that Chucky rumor that's floating around. We still have the Cabana Bay experience. Maybe, maybe not. But that is it for the video. Thank you all for tuning in. Leave it down in the comment section. Are you excited for some of this? Are you not? Are you disappointed that there's no FNAF? Are you disappointed that the Weeknd's not in Orlando? Let me know. Thank you all. Peace out.